I see Narrottam Prabhu is there, I think.
Yes. Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mahavir Chandra Prabhu, Kuldeep Prabhu, Prahlad, Haribol. I'm so happy to see everyone. And I offer my most deepest condolences to everyone for your loss. But I'm sure Advait Priya Prabhu has gone somewhere else to continue his service. Because I remember all of you were very gracious to us, because I spent 2 weeks with your whole family when I came there. And I remember I used to tell my mother with so much awe and reverence, because every morning you used to do Mangalarti, Guru Puja, Tulsi Puja, then proper Arti to the deities. Then we would sit and read Bhagavad Gita, and then he would discuss each shloka of that day and the previous day. And Advait Priya Prabhu would catch my hand and he would ask me, like, what did you learn the previous day? Because he literally treated me like family, you know? So he was asking me, what did you learn the previous day? And I had to give him the right answer because he was a teacher, so a professor. And so because he had such strong roots, and it's so evident that he has done such an amazing job in passing that on to you as well, because he not only has he given it to his own children, he's also passed it on to your grandchildren, and they have such bright faces, all of them, and they've turned out to be such wonderful devotees. So I keep telling my parents that your family is such an amazing family that we should look up to, and we should try and develop a similar mood of practicing daily our spiritual activities, just like how you are doing it. It's like a temple, your house, a massive congregation. Yeah, but this is all because of Advait Priya Prabhu's grace. And just a while ago, you asked Gauravani Prabhu a question about if we would be able to relate with him, or if we would be in connection with him in the spiritual world. So Srila Gurudev always mentions how Srila Prabhupada says that when we go to the spiritual world, we have our ISKCON in the spiritual world, and that everybody will recognize each other. We will be able to recognize him, and he will be able to recognize all of us. And I'm sure he would pull our hand and take us and offer you at the lotus feet of Krishna. So you are all so lucky that you have somebody so enthusiastic, because enthusiastic is the word for Advait Priya Prabhu, because he was always, I remember even after everyone was done with the morning routine of your temple, like your program, he would still open his book and read some prayers, or he would call someone and speak to them about some prayers. He was just like a perfect, always engaged in some service, Prabhu, even Shravanam, Kirtanam. And my father has some things to say. I'll let him say.
I'll just intervene something just to put the cherry on the pie on top. The other day I asked Manjari, when I get old, how will I be? He said, you'll be like Advait Priya Prabhu. This is like few days back. She said, you'll be like Advait Priya Prabhu. Yes.
Anyways, but he is such a role model for all of us. So yes. I'm actually really happy, and I'm sure he's given everybody a final lesson as well. I know it's very sad for us to take it, but the devotee, it's like Gurudev says, the ninjas, they said, don't ask me how I live, ask me how I died. Don't ask me how I died, ask me how I lived. Yeah. So he has set a really amazing example for all of us, and I'm sure everyone will always look up to him. So I'm offering my deepest condolences to everyone there, and I'm sure you all have each other to strengthen this bond more and more and help each other in your spiritual activities. Hare Krishna.
I wish I had the same enthusiasm as Advait Priya Prabhu. I'm younger, but I feel myself that, I don't have that enthusiasm. Because I and Advait Priya Prabhu had a different relation altogether. It was a very different relation. At times I used to enjoy being with him in the company, and sometimes I used to run away from him. I'll come to that. I'm coming to that. I'll just mention this. First thing I'll go way back. This was like 2018 when I think Manjri and Kartamashi came and stayed with y'all. Manjri was there for just like few days, but Kartamashi stayed for a longer time. And when I went to receive Manjri at the airport, and Manjri said, Narrottam, as soon as you sat in the car, I said, Narrottam, he said, this is Mayapur Chandra Prabhu's family's house. I said, what? They said, there's so many people in the family, and they're all such staunch devotees. I said, like, kya hua? What? I mean, what makes them so extraordinary? He said, Narrottam, you won't believe. They have a morning program, Mangal Arati, Guru Puja, Bhagavatam class, Bhagavad Gita class, and there's a repetition of what's happening. And then after all that, after all the morning program is over, immediately Advait Priya Prabhu will call up someone in Gujarat. Hey, bye. पता है कि एकादशी का महिमा मालूम है? Oh my God! I mean, this is something which I will never be able to do in my life. Believe me, I will never be able to do it. I mean, what Advait Priya Prabhu has done, which at least lasts for 4 generations, and this 4th generation will give it to their another 4th generation. This is exactly what Prabhupada wanted, that our whole families should Prabhupada Unaga. What we call that? Prabhupada Unaga. Means we should take surnames as Prabhupada. Like we are the staunch followers of Prabhupada. And I would like to give this credit to your family. Your family is one of the first family, like how the first family of America, we say it's like, they are the president. So the first family of ISKCON, I can say it's you people, because you have so many, like in like 4th generation, at one time, all devotees of Krishna, and not only just devotees, but staunch and nice devotees, practicing devotees. Manjri, I'll come again, I'll keep coming.
Well, they have said everything. Hare Krishna Prabhu, all of you. They have already said everything, but just want to add one line that as a appropriate head of the family, he's the best one. The head of the family I saw in your family was Advaita Priya Prabhu. And of course, all of you, like his children and grandchildren and everybody, I have seen all of you are so very nicely obeying and following, in his footsteps. So that is something to look up to and, to learn from your family. I really learned that. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for everything from you. And
what I want to say is, like, I'll keep adding something into this. Tatamashi, you also speak something there. Advait Priya Prabhu saw to it that he performed, not only he himself, but all the family members in his family, all the different angas of spiritual life. That's very important. And I see sometimes it is lacking. You see, either the husband is very elevated, or the wife is elevated, or the kid is elevated. But as parents, then someone is, like dangling. Here, I don't see that. In your family, I never see that. Whenever I think of it, Advait Priya Prabhu, this shloka comes to me from the Bhagavatam. Like Kapila Muni is saying it to his Lord Kapila speaking to his wife, to his mother. Satatam prasangar mama veer samviro bhajante vrit karana rasayana kata yaj josna swapavarga vartmani shraddha ratir bhaktir anukamma mishrati. You see, in the association of devotees, the sweet pastime of Krishna are recited, by which, you see, in the heart of Krishna, rasayana means the nectar, it flows, the kata. And by what happens with all these things? Shraddha. Shraddha means firm faith, bhakti, devotional. And rati means attraction for the holy name comes simultaneously, all at one time. Sometimes after in the military, in the war, when the soldier goes to war, sometimes many of them, they come back, but some of them, I mean, they give their life for the country. So they get a posthumous, award. This shloka is for Prabhuji. This shloka is for him actually. I want to dedicate this shloka to Advait Priya Prabhu. Now I'll come to the fun part of it. Now, please forgive me if I offend anyone. I am Narrottam. I am what I am. Is Sachi Sutta Prabhu there with us here?
Yes, he's there.
Okay. Because of Sachi Sutta Prabhu, I got this opportunity to speak. What I would like to say, there's a story. We have time, right, to speak?
Yes, Prabhu.
When we were small, we used to get these small comics books. And one of the comic books, there used to be the Vikram and Betal. You know that story that the Vikram is the king over there, and this Betal is like, he's kind of a, he's got a gross body, but he's like a ghost. He'll come and sit on your back and start asking you, Iska kya? What is this answer for this? Give me the answer, then I'll leave you. But again and again he keeps jumping. Now, please forgive me. I'm when Prabhuji used to come on parikrams, oh my God! Many times I told Rasika and Govind Charan, even I told the photographer Ananta Vrinda, I said, this red car of them, take a nice photo. We'll make it as a logo of a parikram with those old chairs on top. Year after year, it is to come. And when Advait Prabhu is to come, he used to take his own time. And whenever he used to come, believe me, he had strength in his hand, He used to hold you like, and if he holds, oh my God. He used to catch me and, he used to never leave. And you know what he used to say? Narrottam Karodaya, Deha More Padachaya. How much you want, take it. But leave me. No, he'll hold me. Narrottam Karodaya, Deha More Padachaya. And he'll keep on going. Mala Prabhuji, please forgive me. Aaj to chhod do. Mere ko kaam hai, Srila Gurudev. I've got some important work. I've got some work rendered to Srila Gurudev. No. Narrottam Karodaya. Kartamashi has got an important call from Srila Gurudev. Actually, since morning we have been working with Srila Gurudev. I didn't prepare myself, but anyway, come here. So at times what is to happen is, either we are entering the temple or we're coming out and suddenly you see Advait Priya Prabhu. And I used to go, oh my gosh. And he used to hold me like, Narrottam. And then he used to say some pastimes from Krishna's story. Or Narrottam, do you know what's the importance of pastimes over here? Tell me. Mala Prabhuji, please, I have to go. I've got some seva. I'll tell you one particular pastime. We had gone to Prem Sarovar. And next to Prem Sarovar inside, there's like a palace. Like a big palace, there's a garden, and everyone knows that place, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So over there, one day that Baba's name is Giriraj Baba, and he promised to give Srila Gurudev a nice Govardhan Shila. So as soon as I told him, as soon as he told me, Srila Gurudev had already done Katha and he had left. He was going towards the car to go home. And I want to run in time to catch Srila Gurudev. As soon as I got out of the temple, there's so many devotees, and I got out, and as soon as I started taking speed, and what I see is Advait Priya Prabhu right in front of me. And now listen what happened, on the both sides, you see it's a garden, like well-made garden, and there is 4 feet high, like a fence of, all nice bushes. It's a fence of bushes, 4 feet high, and 2 feet thick. Believe me, on that very feet, I just jumped like, boom, on the other side, and I ran. Are Narrottam Karodaya. Afterwards, and I ran. Oh my God, I was frozen that time because I had to catch Srila Gurudev on time, and I saw Advait. I said, "Are Bapre, abhi phas gaya main." And I jumped. I don't know how could I take 100 kgs of myself, jump over the fence, and I ran. But after that, I met Srila Gurudev and I came to Priya Prabhu and I said, Prabhuji, please forgive me. This is one thing. But iska, I with, sometimes businessmen, they get the interest, they invest and they get the interest back, So this was the last parikram, that's the last time I met, Advait Priya Prabhu in this material was, not this time in this, but the past time I'm telling, we had gone to Barsana and we had discovered a new place, it's full of garden and nice place. There's a temple in the front and there's garden at the back. So Srila Gurudev was giving class and Advait Priya Prabhu got his car and they were just sitting there near the entrance of the temple. So I had nothing much to do. So I came next to him and I sat down on the floor next to him and I started massaging his feet. He was so shy. He was not letting me do it. I said, Prabhuji, ek baar to de do na, please. One time at least, please. One time. So he, and I started massaging his feet, sitting down over there. And you won't believe that same day, I was somewhere and Prabhuji comes and he starts, holding my feet. I said, Prabhuji, what are you doing, Prabhu? I said, Narrottam karo daya, deha more pada chaya. मैं बोला अभी मेरा नाम नरोत्तम मैं change करके लेगा. I told I will change my name Narrottam now, so you can't sing this song now, So that was that's past time. It's like I used to always consider him as my god brother, always. And I'll tell you, I have something to add what Kartamachi is saying. The service to the spiritual master is always eternal. So we will definitely meet. There's no doubt that we won't meet Advait Priya Prabhu. We will definitely, at least I want to meet him. I want to share with him. I want to sit next to him and learn from him. I didn't have that great opportunity in Karthik whenever we used to come. We were thick friends, but we never actually went into pastimes or side. He used to give me, sometimes used to give me those chakna to eat, snacks. He used to always share with me. He said, Prabhuji, please take na. I said, okay, give me. Le leta. Say, you want to say something? Okay, 1 minute. One thing about Advait Priya Prabhu and family means that include every one of your Mayapur Chandra. We have a saying in India, Tan, Man and Dhan. You all serve physically, mentally with your mind and with your dhan also, which is very difficult nowadays to part with. People can part with, physical strength or, they'll give something, but giving Lakshmi, dhan for seva is very difficult. Very, very few people are there. But I've seen Mayapur Chandan family, they come out with new preaching program. Like Srila Gurudev, you want to have some new preaching program. How can we help you? How can we, you go to university programs, you all start doing that. You all are like pioneers over there, like getting into it, for preaching, going back to the new students, new young guys over there. So that was one thing. And one thing I will always regret in my life is that I won't have Prabhuji's association anymore this lifetime. Sanidhya, what do you call that, close association. But I'm happy at the same time that he is Hari Parshad now, because he is having direct association with Hari, Lord Hari in the spiritual world. Mayapur Prabhu and family have no doubts in your mind that Advait Priya Prabhu right now is entered pastime of Lord Krishna himself. Because at this state of his mind, like he must be 80 plus, whatever he was totally Krishna consciousness. I've started forgetting things now. I don't know what I do nowadays, like 5 minutes before, I don't know. And he had such a sharp memory. He could think, he could relate. And there's one shloka from Bhagavad Gita where Krishna says in the end, whatever in the end, like first, second, third, last instruction is always the best instruction, and that's the most relevant. Kartamachi is saying that the role, and Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Na chatusmana manasreshu kaschim me priya kritma. He's saying there's no one dear to me, nor there will anyone be so dear to me who spreads this knowledge. And what did Advait Priya Prabhu did all his life? This what Krishna wanted us to do. And what is he now to Krishna? Priya. Bhakti so bhaktosi mein priya bhakti so mein priya उत्तम श्लोक
भक्तास्तेतीव मे प्रिय
नहीं भक्तोसी में सखा चेती रसम हेतु उत्तमम भक्तोसी में सखा चेती means you are my dear friend and my sakha, no doubt about it. Mahapur Prabhu, what can I say more?
Thank you.
It was, I mean, it was wonderful. I mean, I should have, you know, I can't give condolences actually. I mean, that's not my nature. I sometimes, I know I can't manage this. But somehow or the other, when Sachisuta Prabhu, he told me like, you know, Narrottam, can you, you know, speak like, you know, for the family? I said, definitely, why not? Why not? I mean, I can't express myself. In fact, 3 days back when Manjari, Masam and Kartamashi, we were speaking, and I had tears in my eye, and I said that Advait Priya Prabhu entered the pastimes of Lord Krishna. I told. He has entered the pastimes of Lord Krishna. That's what I told actually. Yes, Mahapur Prabhu, Sachisuta Prabhu, say something please.
Prabhuji, he would ask you to find out which is this tree. Go find out the tree. And then fruit, which is this bird? He says, which is this bird? And then he would ask everybody, and then he said, okay, Narrottam Prabhu, I have something to ask you. And then he said, okay, find out. Please.
You know, among friends, like, you know, I'm just telling you, among friends, like we young guys, I consider myself young, like me, then, you know, Kachori wala, Giriraj Charan, then, you know, other few young boys. अरे आज यार अद्वैत प्रिया प्रभु ने पकड़ लिया मुझे. Like we used to come and say like, अरे प्रभु जी बोलो मत, like यार don't ask यार. Today अद्वैत प्रिया प्रभु he caught me यार. You know sometimes.
Bird कौन सा है, झाड़ कौन सा है, तो आपको आपका पूरा झाड़ दिखाते हैं कि झाड़ कौन सा है.
Oh my God! I mean, what to tell you? I mean, I'm so. We'll be bereft of his association actually.
Yes.
That now all the parikramas won't be the same now. You know, though your whole family will come, the parikramas won't be the same.
Yes.
Manjari काय बोलायचं अजून? आपल्या darshan देऊया DTs.
We can, yeah.
Prabhuji, I would just like to give darshan of my DTs.
Please.
Because of that COVID and the whole thing is down, so we don't have many flowers on the altar or garlands, but we just like to rotate the camera and I'll take you for a 2 more.
That, you know, so that is, you want to say that? 2 more needed.
That's our Lord Varadev. He's 2,600 years old, means 3,300 BC before Christ. It is. He's of Shaligram stone, very, very old and rare, very rare. Durlabha. This darshan is Durlabha anyway. Then we have Lord Vishnu over here. He's 1100 years old. 11th century, this one. Lord Vishnu.
Okay. Space for some time.
Lord Vishnu. Then we go here. That's our Lord, Radha Gopi Mohan, Radha and Krishna. We have Narsingadev, Mahavishnu. Then we have like full family of Shaligrams over here.
You are the very appropriate disciple of Srila Gurudev.
Narsingadev over here.
You have the same standard as
Shaligram here.
So nice.
There also, and there's this here, Shaligrams. These are very, very old Shaligrams. Like Srila Gurudev once said that these all Shaligrams, They must be from the time of Pandavas. Someone must be worshipping them from the Pandava time. That's why I keep them in two different plates over here.
Oh.
And this is my dear son Kartamashi's small altar. He has got Lord Ramchandra over there. Then we have Hai Giriva over here. This Hai Giriva deity came to us from Murli Bhatta, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed in their house. It's come from there, Hai Giriva deity. Then we have Subhadra Balaram Jagannath over here. We have Gaur Nitai over here. Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev and Sridhar Swami. Then we have Hanumanji over here. Then over here we have, one minute, just remove the coin. We have over here Prabhupada's sannyas clothes when he left his body, the last cloth what he had on him. Then we have the blue color is Prabhupada's towel, which is to use. And then on the white cloth, if you see, there's Prabhupada's hair when he left his body. So all these things are there. Then we have Hanuman over here. See? So these are, and then we have Lord Ganesh here. And there's different paraphernalias over here. But that's our altar. Then we have Lord Jagannath. Then we have Narsingh Devs on top over here. And then we have another Varadev over there. That Varadev is also very old, 10th century he is. So that's it. And then we have Sridhar Maharaj's sannyas danda over here with us.
Wow. Okay. 1 second. Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji. So we feel very grateful and we give our gratitude to Prabhuji today. And thanks, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. Manjari?
Prabhuji, did you take the darshan of our deities when I showed it to Gaurvani Prabhu?
No, we didn't.
No, we were not there at that time.
You have to put that one on spot.
No, that's not. Maybe.
They'll reflect on, I think they'll turn the screen.
What I do here? You have to do from there.
Yeah, you have to spotlight it. Can you see it? It's on my, if you click on my profile, it should be able to see.
So the deities' names are
Audarya Gauranga
Ramasan
Das, right?
Bihari.
It looks like.
कोणाचा म्हणतो तू? हे Subhadra Balaram Jagannath आणि आहेत ते. These are the deities that Subhadra Balaram Jagannath and all.
Radha Basant Bihari.
No, we can't see that.
Okay.
We still can't see.